Hello, this is Kisha with Crafty Sweet. How's everybody doing today? I'm so excited. I am coming to you today to focus on our paper pumpkin for March. The paper pumpkin for March is here, and I am ready to do an unboxing of the paper pumpkin. So we're going to jump in. Let's go ahead and open this baby up. For those of you not familiar with paper pumpkin, this is a craft kit that comes to your door, packaged just like this in shrink wrap. And it includes everything you need to make the projects for that particular month. Paper pumpkin, you can do it on a month-to-month basis, or you can purchase a subscription, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And all you have to do is subscribe. It'll go to your credit card. You get charged every month, and then it gets shipped to you just like this. Now, your very first kit that you get with paper pumpkin, you're going to receive of course, all of the materials for that particular month. But you're also going to receive a D block. So with that D block, you're going to want to keep that for all of your other paper pumpkins that you plan to receive, because you're going to need that D block to mount all of your stamps. So here is a sample of the block that comes in your paper pumpkin kit. So it says paper pumpkin, and it's the D size. Of course, it's going to be clean. This one is dirty because I use it often. But you're gonna want to keep your block for all your subsequent kits. So for this month, this paper pumpkin box, paper pumpkin is called Here's to You, and so it has the name of the paper pumpkin and the month and the year, so you can keep everything all tidy in your box, so you can stay organized. Inside of this month's kit is, let's see, okay, and so the adventure continues. So make even more mountain magic with this month's kit and coordinating stencil. So March is Paper Pumpkin's anniversary month. So every anniversary month they include a free gift. So the free gift for this month is these 4 decorative masks and then a sponge. All right, and I'll show you those in just a second. So this is just some alternate ideas that you can use with the supplies in the kit and some other Stampin' Up product. Now let me show you the stamp set. I'm trying to get a piece of cardstock so you can see the back. On the back of it, so you can see the stamp set. So this says, all the best for a happy, healthy, and prosperous year. Here's to you. Congratulations. Happy birthday. And then you have a flower, like grass and flowers here. And then you have the trees here. And then I think those are little birds. And then this down at the bottom says, may your journey through life take you to many new and exciting places. So that is a cute stamp set. So every kit that you get, you will receive a stamp set. You'll receive the ink that you're going to need to make your projects. Of course, that first kit, you're going to get your block. And then you open up the gift tissue, and inside is all of the materials that you're going to need to make the kit. So let's set the box aside. Set that there. Move that out of the way. Okay, so this is this month's paper pumpkin. So here's to you. So you're going to get instructions with each one of your kits. It's going to tell you how to put the projects together. So sometimes you get cards. Sometimes you get 3D projects. Maybe gift bags, gift packaging, or whatever. It varies from month to month. Okay, let's open it up and see what we have for this month. Throw that away. let's see. So we have our adhesive, which this is a sheet of mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and then a spool of linen thread. We have our envelopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 envelopes. So I'm assuming 4 of each. Okay. Then we have what looks to be like envelope liners. Okay. So they just go inside your envelope like this. We're going to put one together so it lines your envelope like that. That's pretty cute. So you get 4 of each design. So that is that design, and then you have flowers on this design. Okay. Then right here are card bases. So you get 4 of this one. Is that right? Yeah, 4. These are some die cuts, I'm assuming, to put on the cards. We'll see in just a second. And then our other card bases, we get 4 of those. Okay, some more die cuts. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 of those. Then we have these, which looks like it's a card front, I'm assuming, for this card. I'll look at the instructions in just a second. Then we have some labels here, and then we have some white labels here, thinking that the sentiments or the greetings are going to go on those. Okay, then we have a sheet of glue dots, mini glue dots, and this is just cardboard. You can save cardboard for later. And then here are the instructions. So a picture of how the cards look. So yeah, 4 of each design. And then when you open it up, it gives you step-by-step instructions. And then you also get a little ruler down at the bottom so you can measure your linen thread. So sometimes you get linen thread, sometimes you may get ribbon. Then on the back of the instructions, it has what your kit includes. So you get the photopolymer stamp set, the Stampin' Spot, which I'm not going to use my Stampin' Spot. I'm going to use my full-size Calypso Coral ink pad, which is here. You get the card bases, envelopes, the envelope liners, the printed card fronts, printed die cuts, white die cut labels, linen thread, adhesive dots, mini dimensionals. Your stencils are free, is part of the free gift, and so is this yellow sponge. Okay, so I plan on doing an alternate project with this stencil. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the cards. I'm going to make 1 of each. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and let's do this one first. Let's put that to the side. Let me bring out my stamp set and my block. Okay, so let's go ahead and fold our card base. Yeah, okay, I was getting ready to say it, the colors. So it also includes the coordinating stamp colors in this particular paper pumpkin. So we have Bumblebee, so that's the yellow that we have going on in the cards. Of course, Calypso Coral, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, which is this color, and then Seaside Spray. Okay, so Pretty Peacock and Seaside Spray are 2 retiring colors. They're retiring in colors. So come June, these colors will be no more. We have a retirement list coming out within the next day or 2. And the in colors that are going out always sell out, and they sell out even before June. So if you don't have these colors and you like these particular colors, I would encourage you to go ahead and get them in my shopping store. And if you have the ink pads already, you're going to want to buy the ink refills, because it'll extend the life of your pads. And then if you don't get the refill, then you won't be able to use your ink pads anymore because those colors will be gone. Okay, so just FYI, if you want those, go ahead and get it because they do sell out quick. Just as soon as that retirement list comes out, they go pretty rapidly. Okay, so let's go back to the card base. All right, so we got Pretty Peacock, and it looks like we're gonna need the card bases that looks like this. So I'm gonna stamp that down. Then we're gonna put our birds on a block. I'm gonna use a smaller block just to stamp this, the birds flying. And it's gonna be in Calypso Coral. And I'm doing it just how the sample show. Now I'll veer off and I'll do probably another sample showing you an alternate way you can use your stamp set. Okay, so if you look on this sample, it only showed one set of birds, but I decided to do two. You can switch it up. You don't have to do the cards just like the sample show. If you feel creative, inspired to do something else, by all means go ahead and do it. So we have Happy Birthday on this one, and it's stamped 3 times. And I will put this on a block, and I'll stamp it 3. Ink it up in Calypso Coral, and we'll stamp it 3 times. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. So we're just going to do straight down and up. Happy birthday, happy birthday, and happy birthday. All right, let's sit that to the side. And now let's go ahead and I'm going to close that up just so I won't ink it up. Now, you can barely see in the sample, but they've wrapped that linen thread around the card base. That's just going to give me a little bit of texture. And then, of course, I'm going to pop my layer up on dimensionals because I love dimensionals. Y'all know I like dimensionals. All right, where's the beginning? Let's see. You know what? I'm going to pull out my other one. This one's already ready to go. So they didn't skimp on the linen thread. It seemed like it's more linen thread on that than what comes in our regular spool. I was getting ready to put a bow. I was getting ready to add a bow to it, but I'm not going to add a bow. I'm just going to do it just like the sample says. I'm going to behave today. Let's put... I'm just using the glue dots, the mini glue dots, just to adhere the linen thread. Now I can also do the my stamp and seal, but I'm gonna again do this project just like the kit shows, just so you can see how easy they are to put together. So literally, this kit has everything that you need. All you need is a pair of scissors. If you choose to, sometimes you don't even need scissors. If there's no linen thread or ribbon included in that month, you just need the supplies that are in it. Okay. All right, so we have that. Let's lay that down. Now, I am going to bring out the dimensionals that are in the kit, and I am just going to layer those, add those to the back so I can pop it up. I'm going to put one on each end of the linen thread just so I can secure that a little bit more. Now, I'm going to use these the mini ones, but you know, I'll pull out the regular dimensionals in a minute, like, because you know, I'm impatient. I like to move pretty quick. But they give you more than enough. So I am being very generous with the dimensionals on the back of these, just because I don't like saggy cards. And if you don't put the dimensionals right, you have a saggy card. Okay, so now I'm going to take the paper backings off of the dimensionals and put those in my little trash can. Make it clean up a little bit easier. Yep. All right, guys. So quick and easy. Let's add that to a card base. Now we're going to pop these babies out. 1, 2, and 3. And I am going to do, I can do glue dots on the back of those. Yep, I'll do glue dots on the back of these, the mini glue dots. And again, they give you more than enough. And then to make this go even faster, do assembly line. Like, you know, do all of your stamping, do all of your, you know, wrapping your card bases. I'm just doing one card, so I'm not doing the assembly line method. But to make this go a little bit faster, I'm just doing, I'm doing one of each, because just to show you how to put the kit together. Okay, so now I'm going to do one here. I'm just removing the paper backings off of the mini dimensionals right here. And they are tiny. Let's do one here. And then we'll put the last one in the middle. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And then I think this is a good masculine card. All right, let's get my vacuum and get these small pieces out. Okay, so card number 1, done. Now let's move to card number 2. So this is what card number 2 looks like. We got a little bit more details going on this one, I think. So let's pull out. I forgot to do the envelope. Let's do the envelope for this one. Forgot. Okay, so we have a craft color envelope. And you can adhere this down. And alternatively, if you want to just put this designer series paper inside just a little bit, but cut off about this much, you can use this much on another project. But for the sake of the video, and so you can see how to put how to put the kit together and how it's designed, then you can just slide the envelope liner in there, add your adhesive on the back, and then of course you're going to fold it right here on the, just like that, and then you have an envelope to go. You can also decorate the front of the envelope and then address it to your recipient. So that's the first one. Now let's jump to the second. This is the card base that we're using. Bring in my bone folder. And then let's see, what pieces do we need? We need a treescape. We need a label. And we need this. Okay. Look at my sample up close. All right, so we need one of these. This kit is pretty nice. We need one of those. We need one of these. That's getting caught. Okay. All right, one of those. So, and then, oh, one of these down at the bottom. And these are just die cuts that I'm just taking off the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead, and it looks like the sample is showing this is here. So let's go ahead and add our mini glue dots to the back of that. And I think I may add, in just a second, I may start using my Stampin' Seal, just so we can move a little bit faster, because I'm not doing the assembly line method, so it's taking me a little bit longer. Okay, let's add this to the bottom. On it straight. Okay, now I want the trees to be popped up, so I'm going to add the dimensionals, and the directions, of course, will tell you, okay, use dimensionals for this, you know, adhere with dimensionals or whatever. This is your paper pumpkin. Do it however you want. If you don't want this part popped up, don't pop it up. Okay, and then let's do one on the back of each one of the trees. So you can see, I see why they use put the small dimensionals in the kit, because of the trees. Okay, now let's go ahead and add this to our card. I'm just moving the paper back ends off of the dimensionals. Okay, now I'm going to layer this. It seems like it's just like maybe down a little bit more, like right here. Stand that tree up. Okay, just like that. Now I can add dimensionals to the back of this. This is going to go up at the top. Again, I'm doing it just like this sample shows. Up here at the top. Is that? Nope. It's crooked. It's hard to see with me not looking. Okay. There we go. Much better. And then we're going to take our yellow piece. We're going to do the same thing, because it looked like that is popped up as well. Oh, before we do that, let's see. I think the birds are on there. And Calypso Coral. Going to stamp birds right there. Add our dimensionals to the back. Uh-oh. Okay. Moving right along. Now let's bring in this one over here. I love all of the dimension on this card. Now let's do our linen thread again, and it seems like that's just wrapped around. A little bit. Just spread that around. I'm going to use my my Stampin' Seal for this. Actually, the Stampin' Seal Plus, because I don't see my Stampin'. Oh, here it is. I'm going to put some adhesive here, and I'm just going to lay the ends just like that. Now we're going to take our big label, and we're going to do some more stamping. Where is my... Okay, and we can do, let's see, the sample has "Here's to You." So let's mount that up. ink it up in Calypso Coral. And we are going to stamp "Here's to You," just like that. Let's close this up. Punch that out. And I am going to add dimensionals on the back of this. 2 and 2. Okay. And then we're going to layer this just right on top. Just like that. And this is the envelope that coordinates with that one. And then here's the other card. Okay. The envelope. Again, you can add your adhesive to the back of your liner. All right. Now, if you are interested in paper, well, you know what? Before we end this, let's show the mask. And I need to do an alternative project with this, with the mask and then some of the products from the kit, because these masks are so cute. So you have a mask with the stars. Of course, you're going to punch out these little things that are already in there so you can have a full sheet. So cute. This will be like cute on like Night of Navy and like sponge it in white. I think that would be cute. All right, so you have the stars and then you have clouds. You have the sun rays right here, like that. And then you have like the mountains. So kind of mimicking the card base in that card. Okay. All right. So, and then of course your sponge. I'm going to be cutting this up because I think I'm going to use different colors. So you cut it in 4s and you have 4 different sponges that you can use to sponge your cards using your mask. Okay. Now, so that is just a quick look at the cards in this month's kit. Now I'm going to show you 3 alternative cards that I've made with supplies from the kit, as well as the stamp set, and then a few of the masks that came in the kit. So, okay, so these are the masks, again, that came in the kit. There's one more that I used, this one. All right, so those 4 masks are the masks that came in the kit. So let me show you 3 alternative cards. All right, so I took the Pretty Peacock card base, and I used a piece of basic white, and I, where did the mask go? Right here. I took this mask, and I used Bumblebee. So you remember at the beginning, I told you the colors that coordinate with the colors in this kit. So I took my Bumblebee ink pad, and I cut my sponge up into 4ths, and I just dabbed my sponge into the Bumblebee. And because this mask is kind of delicate, like right in the center, instead of like rubbing it like I did on a previous card I'll show you in a second, I just took my sponge and I dabbed, you know, I laid it on here, and I pounced on it instead of like rubbing it in, because I found when I rubbed it in, it moved just a tad, because these pieces are a little, it's thinner on the inside. So just pounce, 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 pounce. And then I took the trees, one of the die cuts that came in a kit, and I put that on dimensionals. And then you can see in the back, I cut one of my envelope liners to give just a piece of that designer series paper back in the background. And then I stamped my sentiment down at the bottom. And then congratulations, I used the linen thread to tie a bow to finish that off. And this is all popped up on that card base. Okay, the second card I used the cloud mask or stencil, whichever you prefer. And I used Balmy Blue ink. And I thought that coordinated pretty well. It almost looked like Pretty Peacock, but it's not Pretty Peacock. It's Balmy Blue. And again, I just put that in my ink pad, and then I kind of rub the clouds on this scalloped rectangle from one of my favorite die sets, the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So that's where that white piece came from. And then I took a piece of the, again, the designer series paper from the envelope liner. And then I bannered, I did a banner flag. You can tell just a little bit. I just didn't want a straight piece of designer series paper. So I did a banner at the bottom, and then I tied a bow. And then I did the sentiment, "Here's to you." And then I stamped the birds in Calypso Coral. All right. So that is the second card, and then this is the third card because I wanted to use the envelope liner for the other card, so I just used that as my background designer series paper that is cut down in 3 3/4 by 5, and then again I took my Stitch So Sweetly rectangle die, and then I stamped the flowers. So this is one of the stamps that came in the kit. I used every last one of the stamps in the projects as well as my alternate. So no stamp was left on the sheet. Yay me. So you really get your bang for your buck in this kit. And so I just stamped this image in Bumblebee ink 4 times down at the bottom, and then I brought in the birds again in Calypso Coral up at the top, and then I wrapped my linen thread around the stitched rectangle. And then my sentiment, stamp that in Calypso Coral. All the best for a happy, healthy, and prosperous year. So that is the third one. So those are my 3 alternative projects. All right there. And I just used 2 of the masks. So I didn't use these 2. So maybe I'll use these 2 in another project later on. But so quick and easy to use the mask. The free gift that came in this month's kit. I hope you guys enjoyed me putting together the cards for the paper pumpkin as well as the alternative projects that I've made. If you like what you've seen in the paper pumpkin kit, you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin by going to my shopping store, craftysweet.stampinup.net. Click Shop Now, and then go to Paper Pumpkin, or you can click the Paper Pumpkin link that'll be in the description below. If you want April's kit, you have to subscribe by April 10th, and then once you subscribe, you can subscribe now, and you'll have access to, as I stated before, the previous kits and then refills depending on what's available. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, you can contact me at craftysweet@gmail.com. Or you can go to my craftysweet.stampinup.net page and contact me there as well, or on Facebook. But if you guys have any questions, please reach out. I love to help, and I appreciate your support. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.